Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Is he my Facebook friend also? Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. You know, I just want to say, try and be satisfied with if our numbers are small right now. Don't, it's like, you don't know what it is. It's so difficult when I have people that, they don't want, it's just, they come here with these intense motives, and they, this name and fame thing and stuff. It's really, really hard, and I don't really want it. I just want to serve the Lord, and whoever comes, honest, just is ready. They really want this. This is Raganuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti is for people who want this. They see it and they really, wow, I'd like to worship like that. Otherwise, it's really difficult to deal with this neophyte level, where they have all these motives that come, they want to be named and famed, they want to be, use what we have here so they can be a big exalted devotee. I can't deal with, I don't want to deal with that, This is too, it takes a lot out of me, and it's a lot of energy. So just try and everybody just be satisfied with what Krishna brings. Who sincerely want to chant and feel Krishna's presence, just because Krishna is so wonderful, and to commune with God like this, and everything will come from that. So I just want to say that, don't think that we have to have a big mass movement, or we have to get everybody, I want this to be a place where people really, they come to the level, and you'll see, it'll be small. It's okay right now. People come one by one. Yes, this is what I want. And we just be happy and we chant together, and just relish Krishna's presence. Otherwise, it's a big pain, and I don't want it. If people come here with all these other motives and they want to convert me, they want to teach me, and you don't even know it until later on, and they want to, usurp, and, this is not for what we're doing. Krishna's shown me this. So just be satisfied with devotional service, like this Vasudeva was converted and he was satisfied with devotional service. Just be satisfied. Don't be satisfied with having to have a bunch of numbers. Be satisfied. Just pray that the Lord gives you tastes. See? Because if you start dealing too much with neophytes, that have all these desires, it's really a difficult thing. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that because, that's all I just want, I know everything will come from that, but we have to really want that. So if you wonder why I do what I do, like now I'm kind of like trimming the fat on certain things, and this is all good for everybody, actually. It's good for them that I'm trimming also, because they need to know if anybody wants to come here to get Krishna, and not to take from Krishna so that you can be something else, because then it gets weird, and then everything gets upset, everything gets, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Good, thank you. Okay, yeah. You'll see, Krishna will, from this, being satisfied with devotional service, everything will come from that. Everything. Because Krishna will be doing it. See? And he'll draw the people that really want that. And so, this is the way, we can do without a big disturbance. Don't want to, so much of that. There's always going to be something. But it's just, I'm just kind of feel like I'm getting through it, now. It's like a big bomb goes off, there's all this stuff, craziness, and it's like, wow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari. Let's try reading a little bit more here. After some time, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested his external consciousness, the priest of the Kurma deity gave him various offerings. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mode of preaching has already been explained, and I shall not repeat the explanation. In whatever village the Lord entered, his behavior was the same. In one village there was a Vedic Brahmin named Kurma. He invited the Lord Chaitanya to his home with great respect and devotion. This Brahmin brought Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home, washed his lotus feet, and with his family members drank that water. With great affection and respect, Kurma Brahmin made Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat all kinds of food. After that, the remnants were shared with all family members. The Brahmanas then began to pray, "O my Lord, your lotus feet are meditated upon by Lord Brahma, and these very lotus feet have come into my home. My dear Lord, there is no limit to my great fortune. It cannot be described. Today my family, birth, and riches have all been glorified." The Brahmana begged Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "My dear Lord, kindly show me favor, and let me go with you. I can no longer tolerate the waves of misery caused by my materialistic life." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Don't speak like that again. Better to remain home and chant the holy name of Krishna always. Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Sri Krishna as they are given in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further advised the Brahmin Kurma, "If you follow this instruction, your materialistic life will not obstruct your spiritual advancement. Indeed, if you follow these regulative principles, you will again meet me here, or rather you will never lose my company." At whatever house Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted alms by taking prasadam, he would convert the dwellers to his Sankirtan movement and advise them just as he advised the Brahmana named Kurma. While on his tour, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would spend the night at a temple by the road. Whenever he accepted food from a person, he would give him the same advice he gave the Brahmana named Krishna. He adopted this process until he returned to Jagannath Puri from his South Indian tour. Thus I have described the Lord's behavior elaborately in the case of Krishna. In this way you will know Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dealings throughout South India. Thus Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain at night in one place, and in the next morning, after bathing, he would start again. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, the Brahmana, Kurma, followed him a great distance, but eventually Lord Chaitanya took care to send him back home. There was also a Brahmana named Vasudeva, who was a great person, but suffering from leprosy. Indeed, his body was filled with living worms. Although suffering from leprosy, the Brahmana Vasudeva was enlightened. As soon as one worm fell from his body, he would pick it up and place it back in the same location. Then one night, Vasudeva heard of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's arrival, and in the morning he came to see the Lord at the house of Kurma. When the leper Vasudeva came to Kurma's house to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was informed that the Lord had already left. The leper then fell to the ground unconscious. When Vasudeva, the leper Brahmana, was lamenting due to not being able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord immediately returned to that spot and embraced him. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him, both the leprosy and the distress went to a distant place. Indeed, Vasudeva's body became very beautiful due to his great happiness. The Brahmana Vasudeva was astonished to behold the wonderful mercy of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Hare Krishna. The Brahmana Vasudeva was astonished to behold the wonderful mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he began to recite a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam touching the Lord's lotus feet. He said, "Who am I, a sinful poor friend of a Brahmin? And who is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of such opulences? Nonetheless, he has embraced me with his two arms." The Brahmana Vasudeva continued, "O my merciful Lord, such mercy is not possible for ordinary living entities. Such mercy can only be found only in you. Upon seeing me, even sinful person goes away due to my bad bodily odor. Yet you have touched me. Such is the independent behavior of the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Now, being meek and humble, the Brahmana Vasudeva worried that he would become proud after being cured by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To protect the Brahmana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised him to chant the Hare Krishna mantra incessantly. By doing so, he would never become unnecessarily proud. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also advised Vasudeva to preach about Krishna and thus liberate living entities. As a result, Krishna would very soon accept him as his devotee. After instructing the Brahmana Vasudeva in that way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared from that place. Then two Brahmanas, Kurma and Vasudeva, embraced each other and began to cry, remembering the transcendental qualities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus I have described how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reclaimed the leper Vasudeva, and so received the name Vasudeva Vamrita Prada. Thus I end my description of the beginning of the tour of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his visiting the temple of Kurma, and his liberating the leper Vasudeva. One who hears these pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great faith will surely very soon attain the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I admit that I do not know the beginning or end of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. However, whatever I've written, I have heard from the mouths of great personalities. O devotees, please do not consider my offenses in this regard. Your lotus feet are my only shelter. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Here's a nice one. We'll read a little bit more here. The cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed the Gundicha temple with his devotees and associates. In this way, he made it as cool and bright as his own heart, and thus he made the temple a befitting place for Lord Krishna to sit. Reminds me of how that one lady was healed by just touching the cloth of Jesus. Yeah. All glories to Gaurachandra, and all glories to Nityananda, and all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, headed by Srilas. I beg their power, so that I can properly describe Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, headed by Sri Ras Thakur. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned from his South Indian tour, Maharaj Prataparudra, the king of Orissa, became very anxious to meet him. The king sent a letter from his capital, Katak, to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, entreating him to obtain the Lord's permission so that he could go and see him. Replying to the king's letter, the Bhattacharya wrote that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not given his permission. After this, the king wrote him another letter. In this letter, the king requested Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, please appeal to all the devotees associated with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submit this petition to them on my behalf. If all the devotees associated with Lord Chaitanya are favorably disposed towards me, they can submit my petition at the lotus feet. By the mercy of all the devotees, one can attain the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Without his mercy, my kingdom does not appeal to me. If Gaurahari, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will not show mercy to me, I shall give up my kingdom, become a mendicant, and beg from door to door. When Bhattacharya received this letter, he became very anxious. He then took the letter and went to the devotees of the Lord. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya met with all the devotees and described the king's wishes. He presented the letter to all of them for their inspection. Upon reading the letter, everyone was astounded to see that King Parthapuruja had so much devotion to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The devotees gave their opinions, said the Lord will never meet the king, and if he requested him to do so, the Lord would merely feel unhappy. Sarvabhauma We shall go once again to the Lord, but we shall not request him to meet the king. Rather, we shall just describe the good behavior of the king. Having thus reached a decision, they all went to the place of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There, although ready to speak, they could not even utter a word. After they arrived at Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's place, the Lord, seeing them, said, "What have you all come here to say? I see you want to say something, but you do not speak. What is the reason?" Nityananda Prabhu said, "We want to tell you something. Although we cannot stay without speaking, we are very much afraid to speak. We want to submit before you something that may or may not be befitting. The matter is this. Unless he sees you, the king or Larissa will become a mendicant." Nityananda Prabhu continued, "The king has decided to become a mendicant and accept the sign of a mendicant by wearing an ivory earring. He does not want to enjoy his kingdom without seeing the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu." Nityananda Prabhu continued, "The king also expressed his desire to see the moonlight face of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To his eyes full service." He wants to raise the lotus feet of the Lord to his heart. Hearing all these statements, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind was certainly softened, but externally he wished to speak some harsh words. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "I can understand you all desire to take me to Katak to see the king." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, "What to speak of spiritual advancement? All the people will blaspheme me. And what to speak of all the people? Damodar would chastise me. I shall not meet the king at the request of all the devotees, but I shall do so if Damodar will give his permission." Damodar immediately replied, "My lord, you are the fully independent Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since everything is known to you, you know what is permissible and what is not permissible. I am merely an insignificant jiva. So what power do I have to give directions to you? By your own personal choice, you will meet the king. I shall see it. The king is very much attached to you, and you are feeling affection and love towards him." That's like Oh. Although you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are completely independent, still you are dependent on the love and affection of your devotees. That is your nature. Lord Nityananda Prabhu then said, who is there in the three worlds who can ask you to see the king? Still, isn't it the nature of an attached man to give up his life if he does not attain his desired object? For instance, some of the wives of the Brahmanas who were performing sacrifices gave up their lives in the presence of their husbands for the sake of Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu then submitted one suggestion for the Lord's consideration. There is a way, he suggested, by which you need not meet the king, but by which it would enable the king to continue living. If you, out of your mercy, send one of your outer garments to the king would live, hoping to see you sometime in the future. The Lord said, since you are all very learned personalities, whatever you decide, I shall accept. Lord Nityananda Prabhu then obtained an external garment used by the Lord by requesting it from Govinda. Thus Nityananda Prabhu delivered the old cloth into the care of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sent it to the king. When the king received the old cloth, he began to worship it exactly as he would worship the Lord personally. After returning from his service in South India, Ramananda Roy requested the king to allow him to remain with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Ramananda Roy requested the king to allow him to stay with the Lord, the king immediately gave him permission with great satisfaction. As for the king himself, he began to solicit Ramananda Roy to make a meeting arrangement. The king told Ramananda Roy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very, very merciful to you. Therefore, please solicit my meeting with him without fail. The king and Ramananda Roy returned together to Jagannath Kshetra Puri, and Sri Ramananda Roy met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At that time, Ramananda Roy informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the ecstatic love of the king. Indeed, as soon as there was some opportunity, he repeatedly informed the Lord about the king. Sri Ramananda Roy was indeed a diplomatic minister for the king, and his general behavior was very expert. And he simply described the king's love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he gradually softened the Lord's mind. Maharaj Bhattacharya, in great anxiety, could not endure not seeing the Lord. Therefore, Ramananda Roy, by his diplomacy, arranged a meeting with the Lord for the king. Sri Ramananda Roy frankly requested Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please show your mercy to the king at least once. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, my dear Ramananda, you should make this request after duly considering if it is befitting for a sannyasi to meet a king. If a mendicant meets a king, this world and the next world are both destroyed for the mendicant. Indeed, what is there to say of the next world? In this world, people will joke if a sannyasi meets a king. Ramananda Roy replied, my lord, you are the supreme independent personality. You have nothing to fear from anyone because you are not dependent on anyone. That's all I can read for now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's not even 4 o'clock yet here. Going strong. Wow. Shoot, a lot of mercy today. Phew, Lord. Lord Chaitanya is so merciful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so maybe we take a break for a while. I might take a rest a little bit. Pretty exhausted here now. Not tired, but just, just the Lord's presence is so amazing. The Navy SEALs run 10 miles full speed before dawn. Wow, 10 miles. That's amazing. Boy, I need to get like that now. Run 10 miles before dawn. I'll get in shape, man. 10 miles. Wow. Full speed. Oh my God. Amazing. All right, so maybe I'll sing a song. I'll sing a song here. Closing song. See if I can do it.